We got a victorious Ricky Bandejas back here on the program. Of course, he's coming off a highlight reel finish over James Gallagher this past Friday at Bellator 204. Ricky, what's going on, man? How are you? How's Cloud9 feeling these days?
I'm feeling real good. I've been on a hell of a high the last 2 days, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, and glad to have you back on here. And first off, congratulations. What a statement win that was, getting that victory over James Gallagher. But I wanted to know, heading into the fight, we talked about, the trash talk and all that stuff. Did you expect it to get that bad with him getting in your face just before the fight and all that? Were you expecting that?
I definitely expected the week of the social media and all that. I did not expect right before we walked out. He's in the hallway behind me yelling, talking crap, and then when we got in the ring, I did not see him coming in my face. Especially because we're about to fight, so I totally didn't took me by surprise.
Yeah, no, it was a little bit surprising to see that. Obviously, you want to sell a fight, but there's a line you got to cross or whatever, right? So, did it ever annoy you at all? Like, did it ever irk you in any moment in the fight? It didn't look like it, but you can kind of tell us now after the fight's over.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. It didn't bother me at all. The 8 weeks, all this crap talking. I just laughed it off. The only thing was when he was talking crap in the hallway and in the ring, he got me in my head a little bit because I'm like, how could he be so confident that we're about to fight and he's getting in my face talking crap? So I was a little like, does he know something I don't know?
Yeah, no, for sure. And we talked about the performance. I mean, anyone watching this has seen the finish. Could that have gone any better? Did you imagine it playing out like that? Because I mean, I think Shawn Michaels' sweet chin music, type finish. I don't think that's one of those rare finishes you just don't see too often.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely thought we'd get the finish, but never did I think it was in the first round, and especially not like that.
When did you find out you were on SportsCenter?
That night I was on the Bellator's bus going back to the hotel room, and one of the Bellator workers, yelled and told me I was on it.
Were you a Shawn Michaels fan growing up at all? Just because that's his signature move?
No, I definitely know who he is. I was a big wrestling fan when I was younger, but he wasn't my idol or nothing.
So how do you celebrate after a win like that? The crowd's obviously on your side. You get this highlight reel win. I mean, you're on Cloud9. How do you go out and enjoy a victory like that?
Just go back home, hang out with my family, my friends, my coaches. Enjoy all the people that been here since the beginning, and hopefully try and get a fight ASAP so I can put on another show.
Yeah, keep the momentum going. I think that's the key thing here. You got a really good finish there. I'm sure the reaction on social media has been overwhelming. Did you expect it to get this crazy?
No, definitely not. I thought like I'd get a little steam coming here and there from everybody, but I've over 9,000 followers in 2 days, and the retweets, everything is just a lot more than I expected. Did not see this coming.
Did you have any fighters reach out to you, like maybe that you didn't know, that were like, "Hey, man, congratulations, glad you shut him up"?
Yeah, I got a lot of fighters. Like I seen they put a little video together from like all the top UFC fighters and famous people who tweeted, and I just didn't realize how many people actually watch Bellator.
Yeah, no, it was great too because it was on a Friday night. There wasn't a lot really going on, so you kind of had the spotlight there, and that the card itself was amazing as well too. So it kind of just was a nice cherry on top, so to speak. Have you talked to Bellator since that finish, and what have they said to you? Because I mean, if I'm Bellator, I'm capitalizing on this and getting you a fight right away.
Yeah, they were after the fight. They're very, very nice, very respectful. They were taking care of me. They made sure everything I needed was taken care of. But like before the fight, it was just all about James Gallagher. All the videos online, the posts, the tags, all that stuff was all about him.
Did you kind of feel a little bit like Zach Freeman? I mean, obviously this fight was a lot closer than in the odds, and so to speak. But did you kind of feel like that when they were talking about Aaron Pico and Pico was making his debut and just giving Freeman no respect?
Yeah, I definitely see where that guy was coming from. All the love was on James Gallagher, which is understandable. He's got a big following. It's good for the promotion. So I knew once I got in the fight and I would win, the tables would turn a little bit.
Speaking of promotion, were you a little annoyed to see James Gallagher on Ariel Helwani's show today? I know you were on as well, so they got both sides, but you don't really see a guy coming off a loss like that get a platform like that.
Yeah, I was talking to Ariel Helwani before the show, and he was just saying that like he was already made to come out on the show. And
but see, that's them looking. That's overlooking you again, right? Like that's crazy.
They had it all planned. They had it all planned like he was just going to get the win and go on the show. But then we gave him the loss.
Yeah, no, for sure. You were an underdog heading into this fight, which, again, another thing where I think people are overlooking you. Did you have anyone message you saying, "Hey, man, I want some big money"?
Yes, I had tons. My family alone, my wife, all my family friends, they all bet on me. And then a lot of messages from people I don't even know that are like, "Thanks for winning me some money." So I'm like, good. If I could win you money, I'm happy with that.
Is there any cards you're looking at as far as your return? I mean, I imagine you came out of the fight pretty unscathed.
Yeah, I feel good. No injuries at all. But anything, whenever they can get me somebody, and as soon as possible, that'd be. I don't really care where it is. Doesn't matter.
And what about an opponent? I mean, I know you're not a guy to call people out, but is there anyone you're kind of looking at as far as a potential opponent, or you just leave that up to your management?
That's up to management, Bellator. Like I hear guys saying they don't want to fight new guys or they want the top. Like it doesn't matter. If the new guy is ready, then I'll take him. If the top guy is ready, I'm totally down with that too. Just want to stay active, man. Got 3 kids, a wife. Got to make some money.
Yeah, no, you certainly do. You referenced pro wrestling there a little bit earlier. Is that something? I know this is so fresh this winter or whatever, but is that something you ever see in your future after your fighting career is done? Because you said you were a fan growing up. Is that something that would ever interest you?
Yeah, absolutely. If the opportunity came my way, I would take it and run with it, man. Them guys, their life grows and they make a lot of money.
Yeah, no, they certainly do. And we saw Matt Riddle just go to WWE. Ronda Rousey won a title. Like, it's pretty crazy what's happening right now with the crossover with MMA and wrestling. Do you still watch it now, or was it one of those things you just watched as a kid?
When I was a kid. Now I come across videos online. I'll definitely check them out. But I don't time it on Tuesday, whatever, Monday, Wednesday. But back in the day, I loved it. I definitely loved it.
Okay, that's good. And any favorite pro wrestlers growing up in particular?
Oh, I don't even. I know there was the guys with the red hair, the guys that were jumping
Oh,
off
the
the
Hardy
ladder.
Boys. Yeah.
Hardy.
Jeff and Matt Hardy.
I
Yeah.
like those guys. Anybody that was jumping off the table and the ladders, the TLC matches.
That's excellent. First cheat meal you had after the fight, because again, I know you've been dieting, getting down and all that. You probably want to enjoy some good food after the matchup.
We went to the bar and I got a salami, pepperoni, and cheese pizza.
Okay, and I bet it
And
tasted
then,
that much better after a big win like that.
yep. And then when I got home, we drove. It was 20 hours. When I got home, I got McDonald's.
And how much have you kind of reflected on your management in a way here? Because I'm sure, the UFC, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinion, seeing that on Friday, they missed the boat with not signing you. And, Bellator, good place for you to hone your craft. And I'm sure you get the sponsors and a little bit more money. Like how much credit sort of goes to them with making that decision of going to Bellator as opposed to the UFC?
That was great, man. They got me a fantastic offer. So they did a great job. They got me covered on sponsors. I'm definitely lucky to have my management.
And before I let you go here, what does this week look like for you? Taking some time off with the family? Or are you going to get right back in there? What's the plan?
I'll go in one day this week because my buddy Claudio Ledesma has a fight in September, so I'll be there to help him train. But other than that, I'll be hanging out with the family, just doing nothing.
Well, enjoy the victory, Ricky. It was great catching up with you again. I appreciate the time. I see you making the rounds and stuff, so it was really great catching up again, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, social media, same thing, Ricky Bandejas, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And then Vaporfy, thank you guys for sponsoring me, and check them out.